In my discussion with Sam Shamoun, I brought up Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8, where it talks about, and I said that Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8 is talking about biblical corruption. You know, you know, I'm not the one, this isn't my interpretation of Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8. Basically, there was a very highly respected Methodist theologian and one of the most learned biblical scholars. His name was Dr. Adam Clarke, and he was from 1760 to 1832, so he was a well-respected, biblical commentator and biblical scholar, and I'll leave his Wikipedia link in the description below. So basically, he was agreeing with my interpretation of Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8, where basically the biblical text underwent physical alterations through the Jewish scribes. And if you watch my discussion with Sam Shamoun agrees that Jeremiah chapter 8, Sam Shamoun agrees that Adam Clarke says that Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8 was talking about biblical corruption, according to Adam Clarke. Adam Clarke was agreeing that Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8 was talking about biblical corruption. Here's what Adam Clarke said about Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8. He says, "The deceitful pen of the scribes, they have written falsely, though they had the truth before them. It is too bold an assertion to say that the Jews have never falsified the sacred oracles. They have done it again and again. They have written falsities when they knew they were such." This is Adam Clarke's The Holy Bible Containing the Old and New Testaments with a Commentary and Critical Notes, Volume 4, page 29. So, um, so here's the text. You can read it yourselves. Where, if you want to check the reference, it's right there. It's Adam Clarke, The Holy Bible. Containing the Old and New Testaments with Commentary and Critical Notes, Volume 4, page 29, where notice what he says in the beginning. The deceitful pen of the scribes, they have written falsely, though they had the truth before them. They have written falsities again and again. Uh, so basically, many of modern Christian scholars will agree with Dr. Clarke's statement. It is a historical fact that the Old Testament has been corrupted in its early stage, and it has been exhausted. It has been proved more than 250 years ago by Dr. Benjamin Kincoat, a prominent Hebrew scholar who was able to trace the process of Hebrew text transmission until the times of Ezra, which was 450 to 420 BCE. So basically, Adam Clarke is basically agreeing that Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 8 is talking about biblical corruption. It's talking about the corruption of the Old Testament in the 5 books of Moses, being Genesis, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Numbers, Exodus. So people were writing falsities. People were adding things, taking things out, and adding false notes, or adding false statements into the Old Testament during Jeremiah's time. So basically, this verse is one of the most damning verses of the Bible. This actually shows that the Bible is not preserved, and it underwent human alteration and human corruption, as the Quran tells us that the Jews have corrupted their scriptures in the Quran chapter 2 verse 75, Quran chapter 2 verse 79, in the Quran chapter 3 verse 187. Stay tuned, a lot more videos are up ahead.